This is the third installment of the 5-minute call with me, Candice, Modiselle. To all of you who have already joined, liked, subscribed, commented, and engaged with this platform as a whole, I am so very grateful. I've said it before that this platform is so much bigger than me, but really is with the purpose of transforming this industry as we know it. We know it's great. We know that the talent is there. We know that the incredible work is there, but we can keep getting better. And there's no way to get better than to really provide platforms of knowledge sharing and information, and that's what this is right here. Let's really keep the dialogues flowing. Please let your people know that this is where it's at. It starts with this, but it just keeps getting bigger and better and greater, and you're all part of it. So on today's episode, we're doing something that I'm really looking forward to. Obviously, the first episode that went out was the intro, really getting to understand the sentiments on exactly why I'm doing this, what on earth 5-minute call means. If you don't know what I'm talking about, please go right ahead and you can check out that episode. And that episode was followed by the first official one, which was, how do I get into the South African entertainment industry? I've said it before, and this was a very brief disclaimer. I don't claim myself to be an expert, but what I do have is years of experience and gems of knowledge that I've acquired over the years. And essentially, this is my gift to storytelling and honoring my gift to storytelling and saying, here's the information I have. Take it, run with it, share it, and really it allows you to make more informed decisions on if you really want to be about it. But I think also it's about audiences to have a newfound appreciation for this big, bold, and colorful world that we live in that is called entertainment. So I've spoken about Ep 1, I've spoken about Ep 2, or rather intro episode 1, and the official episode 1. This is getting to know me, right? It's getting to know me. It's asking questions about what I've experienced over the years. Ika is behind the camera, and he's going to ask me a couple of questions that I've drafted that you guys have asked me in the DMs. I've asked me more life in J, and I'm going to answer them as honestly, as transparently, as objectively, as subjectively as what I feel and deem necessary. So let's have a good old time. Let's get comfortable. Guys, I know we want to be professional, but nah, this is my place of comfort, so we're gonna chat. I don't know if my hair looking cute. I trust it is. I know my beat is looking cute. So let's get right into it.
You think you're a diva?
Do I think I'm a diva? No, not even a bit. I think it's very tough for people to digest when a young black woman has boundaries and can very clearly express them. I mean, I've heard before, and I'm not saying that this is the common perception of what it's like to work with me, because for the most part, the reason why I'm still working consistently in this industry and I form strong relationships in this entertainment industry is because I respect my work and I respect the people that I work with and the spaces that I work in. But as I was mentioning, I'm very, very clear about the things that I'm willing to accept, because also what we accept is what will continue, and our silence becomes consent and therefore becomes an enabler of exploitation. So I've been on a set before where the background artists, or more commonly known to many of you others, the extras, were standing all exciting, and guys, it was about to rain. They're standing. I can see there's chairs. The chairs are there. They're there. You know, but they were standing because that particular production felt like the chairs are restricted for the leads. But now the background artists, and it's been a long day. Like, there were elderly women that were there, and I just went to production. I said, "Dumela, guys, why are the background artists like sitting or just standing, like, you know, uncomfortably, like wanting to stand up? It's a hot day, but the rain's about to come through." There was so much going on, and it was such an unfavorable, unfortunate situation that I felt really didn't do justice to the hours that they already put in. And that's another episode that I feel is very necessary. The life and times of background artists who are so deeply exploited in this industry. It's actually very unfair and absolutely heartbreaking. But I'd spoken to production and they were like, oh, yeah, Candice, we just felt. And I was like, guys, they're people too, and they form just as, they're just as important in this production as I am. They really are. So then, cool, they managed to make do, sit them down. And the thing is, the cast was already on set. So for me, it didn't make sense that the background artist had said it. But yeah, I'm the kind of person to say that I will not do this scene. I find this inappropriate. I find you as a director, how you addressed me, inappropriate. I'm respectful in how I do it and how I say it. It's not like I run my mouth and I go out of my way to say, yeah, I'm not gonna, what. It's not even that, but I'm just like, hi, I just want to say that I don't appreciate how you addressed me on set, and I would like an apology, or how can we move forward with ABCD? And every single time without fail, the directors have come back to me, have asked to still work with me, and have said, you're so professional, we love how you approach how you work, and like keep that going, because what I do in that moment is I cap and I stop and I eliminate any form of disrespect that they thought was appropriate in that time. And I'm just like, you can do it. I don't know where you feel like it's appropriate, but it stops with me. And I said in my previous episode, it stops with me. So I don't think I'm a diva. Long story short, I don't think I'm a diva. I don't even think I'm difficult to work with. I really don't. If we all respect each other in the space and we all come to work ready to do what we were called to do and what we're paid to do, there's no reason for us to isolate things and say, I don't like this. And there's very few times that I've had to call someone out, but I think people hold on to those things a little too long and they go, oh my gosh, Candice spoke to me like, oh my god, I can't believe she didn't want to wear this outfit. Yes, I didn't want to wear that outfit because it doesn't work with the character. It doesn't work, and you didn't do your research. I'm not going to say that obviously, but I'm saying, I'll be like, yeah, I don't know, hey. The way I understand it is ABC, and then we meet an agreement. If you're gonna come through with your feelings and make it personal and make it seem like I don't appreciate your work, and you wanna take offense, send me your address, I'll deliver it to you. Like, take that offense, baby. I've heard many times that actresses are toxic. So the same way that we jokingly say you must never date a rapper, a DJ, or a soccer player, we as actresses have been on the receiving end that we are worth staying away from. And I suppose that comes the insecurities that certain people tend to feel, that you're going on the sets, you're acting with attractive people, you're intimate with them, and guys, we're professionals. Or let me say, now I'm a professional. I've never, in my life and times, there's no person that can lie and claim me. And if there's someone that's saying that they did ABCD and they took Candice out on a date after work, or they're lying. They're lying, because I've never. And if I did engage or date someone in this entertainment industry, it's not because I met them at work. I'll say that. But that's an if, hypothetically speaking, in the event that I may have. But it's the same thing, guys. Like, people will say accountants are toxic. They'll say bankers. And they are, So there's so many, yeah, I think it's the same thing really. It's about the person and not necessarily about the profession. And we can't put everyone in an umbrella approach. But if photographers are toxic, toxic. Bar different like shita? No, bar, but I'm saying bar. I'm not saying bar. They say that. Bo mang mang, li mang mang, bar, li photographer. Play fair. Oh, yes. Social distance. You must adhere to COVID restrictions when it comes to photographers, DJs. I'm not gonna say rappers, because Pretty Ugly is one of the best and one of the greatest human beings that I know. An incredible husband, an incredible father. Marilyn. Soccer players, nah, I can show. By the way, cricketers libona, by anymore apparently. Libapela who libon. I don't know. What other professions? What other professions should we stay away from as a people?
I don't know.
But no, guys, like, leave the actresses alone. Leave the girlies alone. We are working just like y'all's. We are working. Good.
People don't know you're actually a radio host, so you can tell us about that.
Look, I'm so very grateful that I'm as multifaceted as I am. I had loved radio from my varsity days, but at Wits, there's Voice of Wits, and I wanted to be part of it so badly in my first, second, and third year, but it was just like scheduling wise and all the things that I had to do, I just never had the opportunity, and like the internships and the classes and stuff like that were late, and the training was late, and just we didn't have a car at home, so just like, oh my gosh, how are we gonna make this work? So there was that, but it was an itch that I always wanted to scratch. And I was so blessed that in 2017, I joined Massive Metro. I was initially there as a guest with Zarif Minty, and eventually it was like, oh yes, because his radio host, or his co-host wasn't available. They're like, Candice, do you want to stand in for us? I stand in, I showed up, and I showed out, and then I was there for 2 years. So Massive Metro, I did When I Did Breakfast with the incredible Ntlantla Fingers. Absolutely love and miss you. Ntate Ntlantla, Ntate DJ Fingers, iconic. And I've worked with some of your faves, faves. And part of me really do want to go back to radio, and that day will come. But why not start with the podcast that is the 5-minute call? There's also that. I can love one.
How do intimate scenes work?
Okay, so shortly after Diva was aired on Netflix, if you haven't watched it, please do. Africa's first dance series, an African original courtesy of Netflix. Shout out to the amazing team. There's many interviews online, we can find out more about it. But I had an intimate scene with the mayor, played by the incredible Saint Cecily, and Tate Sainty to me. Kintate. And people think, intimate scenes is about cheeky wow wow. I say about cheeky wow wow because we're there to work, first and foremost. But people always assume that y'all doing the thing, and we're not doing the thing, and that's good because we're working. But intimate scenes, or passionate scenes, or love scenes, however you wish to phrase it, I can't demonstrate because I'm one person, and that would be weird. But for example, my scene with him, it's a scene where he's thrusting. Again, if you don't know the scene I'm talking about, watch it, Jiva. So but the thing is, he's thrusting next to me. He's not thrusting me. And we're wearing clothes. We're actually wearing clothes. We are clothed, we're wearing underwear. The blanket is covering us to this point, and then we're enacting this. But I think, jokes aside and stuff, we really need to respect the boundaries of performers, and we need to understand our responsibility in that moment to represent the story well, and not to really look for our own satisfaction and whatever. You see the dogs are even barking in agreement with me, if you can hear them in the background. But it really is about honoring storytelling. So it's not about let's get sexy, it's about what's the story and how we're representing it well. So that's a gist. Also, like kissing scenes, guys, like people like, you're out here kissing all these people. It's just mouth. So the principle of kissing scenes is that you're not using your tongue. So it isn't a tongue kissing. It's just kind of like a little dance between this, and that's pretty much it. I have had awkward ones. I have. So I'm not going to go into a kissing scene and be like, let's rock. But yeah, I've had to rehearse one of those scenes before. Rehearse a kissing scene. Yes, it exists, but that's the gist of it. So that, my fellow friends, brings us to the end of part 1 of getting to know me. A lot of the honesties, a lot of the naked truths about my experiences. Again, I said I'm not here with the intention of being the expert of the industry, but really just uncovering and just making myself vulnerable so that a lot of people know that they're not alone, and that before I'm an actress, before I'm any of the things that people may associate me with, that I'm human first. So please stay tuned to this particular platform and this channel and see what else I had to offer and had to say and share in part 2. But while you're at it, please do share, like, subscribe, comment. Let somebody know that this is a home of all things entertainment. It's my home as much as it is yours. Mi casa, su casa. Aribui English, Setswana fela. It's been absolutely amazing. Shout out to Buntle M Studios for having me in her humble abode. Shout out to Functions XYZ. Is it XYZ or XYZ? Shout out to Functions XYZ. There, wherever you want it, you got it. The quality of your work has been nothing shy of amazing. Everyone says it in the comments, and that's what we're going to keep giving you guys: quality and quantity, but quality first. From yours truly, Dumelo, Candice, Modiselle. Consider yourself blessed and seen. I don't know what emotion that is, but I'm feeling okay, are we rolling? We're rolling the whole time? Are we praying? Okay.